Weldon was born, I didn't buy into the gender barriers of childhood. You know, the strict delineations of Tonka trucks versus Barbies and their toys. So when my adorable 2-year-old son came to me, I presented him with a doll I had saved since my childhood, Baby's Secret. He chewed off the feet. In the stereotype continuum from girly girl to manly man, that is to say from Beyonce to Vin Diesel, I am just a smidge to the right of girly girl. I have fuchsia silk love seats in my living room. I believe lip gloss is mandatory, which is why for the past 25 years, raising 3 sons, the past 20 on my own, I have been in a near constant state of shock at their instinctual behaviors. When they were toddlers, they would jump from atop the dryer onto the concrete floor, so I bought a trampoline. They broke it. There were explosions in Coke bottles. There was a game of tying a rope to the back of a bike so one brother could body surf chest down on a skateboard holding on to the bike, and when they went real fast, let go into the street. There was the holiday game of stuffing Colin into the Christmas tree box so he could ride the stairs to the basement. There was every stupid YouTube movie enacted before there were YouTube movies. So I learned to survive their childhoods by keeping moving. I knew I could only survive if I got them tired, which is why I was headed down 290 east to the Museum of Science and Industry so they could run around. I had learned early on that in the car, the only way to keep the fighting at minimum was to keep them divided by some vinyl. So I always had to have station wagons, one boy to each seat, so they didn't touch each other so much. It didn't stop. The apocalypse over the green Power Ranger. And aren't those just Barbies for boys anyway? Hand it to me. Needless to say, we didn't take that many car trips. I was brave enough once, however, to take them to Disney World, just once. I want to tell you that trying to shepherd 3 sons under 10 by yourself through Disney World is just a little bit like trying to get Dennis Rodman away from the casino and out to the swimming pool in Las Vegas. They tortured the characters who were required at that point to be mute. They pulled on their costumes, they taunted them. Colin lifted Minnie's skirt. So mostly we stayed closer to home. It was one freezing February Sunday, kind of like today, where we decided to go sledding. So we walked a few blocks to the local college that had a snow hill. Really, it was kind of a bump, but the sledding was good. We carried the 2 sleds, and Colin had his blue disc that he loved because he flew down a hill in it. He only weighed about 50 pounds. We had been at the snow bump for a couple of hours. Weldon had gone up and down, thousands of times, it seemed. I guess he was practicing for the Olympic bobsled team. He didn't make it. They were red-faced and smiling. I was trying to fight frostbite, but they were so happy. And Colin was so cute. He had this little hat on his head, a scarf wrapped around his face, his parka zipped up tight, his snow pants on that went when he walked. He was down at my feet, crouched into his blue disc, and I was getting ready to shove him off to the center down the slope when Brendan comes up from behind and shoves Colin off to the side. To the side, there is a pile of steel pipes, 30 feet long, 6 inches around. Oh my God, he's heading for the pipes. In my mind's eye, my mom vision, I see him hurt. I see him decapitated. I see in my mind's eye him screaming, there's blood. Oh my God, stop! I run down to get him. He has somehow disappeared under the pipes. I go down and scoop him up. There is a trench under the pipes, and in his blue disc, he has slipped inside. I pick him up, pull off his hat to make sure he's okay. Says, "Give me my hat." His white blonde hair is sticking straight up. I am so upset in the aftermath of panic. I am crying and I can barely speak. Brendan has come down to the bottom of the slope and says, "Am I in trouble?" This is not an uncommon question. Brendan did at one point make Colin eat pennies. Let's go again, Colin says. "No, we're going home." My boys have taught me to be more daring than I would ever want to be. They teach me to keep trying, to keep risking in order to have some fun. It's not about the pipes at the side of the slope. It's about going down again and again and again and again, just in case it might be something worthwhile. It is because of them. Every Tuesday night, I do roller derby. My pants, my fishnets, my elbow pads, my wrist guards, my knee pads, my mouth guard. I am Mish the Masher. Colin gave me my name.